An Apple a Day by Hyperme. Chapter 9. No matter how hard Soichiro argued with his son, it was almost pointless to convince the workaholic to stay home. He had just gotten word from Watari that his son is endangered, and once L is ready, he would talk with him in a more detailed manner. As a police officer, Soichiro felt dread before dread for his life, for Sachiko, for his job, and for his kids. But never before had dread ate at his stomach like it had that moment Watari informed him of the picture on the victim's back. It was all his fault, he repeated to himself. He had persuaded Raito with his goal in medicine. He had persuaded Raito to work with underground patients. He had persuaded Raito to live on his own. He had persuaded Raito to... Soichiro shook his head, flinging the pessimistic thoughts from his head as he stared down his determined son. Even if it cost him his life, Soichiro would not allow Raito to become another victim to a worthless criminal.
Raito, you are not going to work today,
he ordered for the 10th time that day.
Even if I have to lock you in your room with a surveillance camera, you will not go to work.
I'm needed, father, Raito insisted. Those people need me. They could be dying of a disease or of a broken arm. Today could be the day that balances between life and death.
It could be that day with your life on the line. The crazy doctor killer has struck again, and
the crazy doctor killer whom you kept me in the dark about, Raito hissed back. I know that Aruchiko Isha-san is the culprit. I know that he is my patient. A little knowledge like that would be very important to my well-being. Don't you agree? Soichiro sighed.
I know that it wasn't the greatest decision to keep you out of the case, especially since it involves your patient, but I didn't want you to deal with this. It's too stressful to a doctor.
Being a doctor is stressful, father.
I realize that, but please understand that...
The sound of a faint vibration stopped him from completing his sentence. Oh, that's mine, Raito said apologetically, taking his phone out of his pocket. Please excuse me. Hello? He asked into the phone. Yes, good morning, Kiyomi-chan. How are you? What? He paused, listening to the girl talk. His eyes widened. How's it truly? Okay, thank you. Yes, you too. Goodbye, Kiyomi-chan. He closed his phone with a small smile on his face. The last time Soichiro saw a smile like that, it was when the boy was 7 and still naive against the cruelty of the world. Well, father, Raito said 4 seconds later, it appears that I am not going to work after all. All of my appointments were cancelled.
Cancelled? He repeated. Oh.
Just a concerned friend is all. Raito smiled again and retreated back into his room. Soichiro pondered this.
A friend? Since when has that boy found someone worthy to call a friend?
Hello! Misa's house?
Hello, Misa-chan. This is Kiyomi.
Kiyomi-chan! Do we have another day off today?
Yes, all of the patients canceled again. I have already contacted Raito-sensei.
What did Mr. Workaholic say to that?
He actually took it just fine. Accepted it even.
What? Raito-sensei accepted no work again? I would expect him to march to the clinic and sit there all day waiting for somebody or something. It's been 5 days!
Well, you know how easily bored he gets on Tuesdays before and after Hideki-kun leaves.
He's awfully entertained when Hideki-kun is there, though. Did you hear Raito-sensei address Hideki-kun by his given name? And no honorifics either. He doesn't talk to anybody with that formality.
Yes, Hideki-kun is quite the interesting person.
Hey, Kiyomi-chan? What do you think of the bet? Do you think Raito-sensei will win?
Yes, I don't think Hideki-kun will be able to pull it off. He's making Raito-sensei so frustrated with his intolerable visits and fake illnesses. He's going at it all wrong. One date will not change anything.
I don't think so.
You, Misa-chan? You're on Hideki-kun's side? I thought you were in love with Raito-sensei.
Well, he obviously doesn't like me back, and Raito-sensei deserves someone who is capable of keeping him happy, entertained, and loved. You and Raito-sensei may not see it, but I see the way Hideki-kun's face lights up when he sees him, and the way his lips automatically twist into a small smile. Just from his eyes, I can see that Ryuga Hideki-kun loves him even more than I do. Hideki-kun is a smart guy. He can pull this date off.
That's sweet, Misa-chan.
And maybe Hideki-kun will finally get that stick out of his ass by sticking something else up there. Then maybe Raito-sensei won't be so mean all the time. Genius! Go Hideki-kun! Misa is rooting for you!
Why
did I not see this coming?